Your favorite fat boys.
What's up, everybody? Your favorite fat boy, Jarron.
Stefan, a.k.a. Mayhem, a.k.a. the voice of a generation, a.k.a. the greatest musician you have yet to hear.
Nope.
No,
okay.
that
wasn't it? Okay. All right. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. In today's episode, we are going to do another hit list because Apple came out with this top 100 albums of all time list.
Yeah.
So we're not going over the whole 100.
Absolutely not.
Because we done these lists and he don't like it. So we're going to go over the top 10. We're going to argue about that. Then we'll come up with our own. We're going to give our own individual list. So let's see. What's number 10 on this here list here?
Number 10 is Beyonce Lemonade.
Okay. I had never heard it.
Me neither.
Okay. We move on. I like Beyonce, but I just don't get into her albums too much.
Yeah, I was more of a fan of Kelly Rowland than I was of Beyonce.
Kelly Rowland does some more music. She's acting now. They seen the movie she did with Tyler Perry?
I don't like Tyler Perry movies.
Oh, there you go. We moving on. I ain't see it either. All right, what's number 9?
Number 9 is Nevermind by Nirvana. Absolute classic. I don't know if you know Nirvana, but...
You asking me, the audience. I know of Nirvana.
It was more of a general... Okay. But yeah, that Nevermind is an absolute classic. Now, I don't know if I would put it at number 9 of the best albums of all time, but it is definitely one of the most influential albums from the 90s.
Okay. Does that have T Spirit on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
that's one thing I know about them. And then some other songs as well. Of course, the infamous is it Infamous? Kurt Cobain? Is that the right name? Okay, so died of a drug overdose, but I mean,
no, he didn't. He killed himself.
Suicide?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking somebody else. My bad.
But he did die. He killed himself.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm okay with that being. Well, again, number 9, top 10 all the time. I don't know. It's hard to say, but going on.
Number 8 is Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. Really? Only song I know from that album is Rehab.
I'm going back to rehab. No.
And I do love the song, but I don't know if. I mean, granted, she drank herself to death. I don't know if that warrants a place in the top 10 of best albums of all time. That is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I get a popularity. I can put it in the top 20 easy, but I don't know about top 10.
I said I can't even say put it in the top 20 easy because I think I've only ever heard like 2 songs off of the album. I never actually listened to the whole album.
Yeah, I never. Same here too. But I'm sorry. I shouldn't base this off popularity then because that goes anywhere.
Yeah. So
all right, that's number 8. Moving on.
Number 7, Good Kid, Mad City.
I'm gonna say they got it right.
Again, I'm only a tacit fan of Kendrick Lamar.
Let me write that word down. Tacit.
So I'm only a tacit fan of Kendrick Lamar. So that's my bias. Absolutely. It could very well be just a classic project, but just my personal bias.
Yeah, I like that project a lot. So yeah, it's a personal favorite of mine. I think it belongs on a top 100 list of all time. I think this is maybe too high though. It's honestly, and honestly, and this is one of my favorites.
Out of all the genres of all the music,
I think this might be a bit too high. I think he's in the top 50 somewhere with that album alone. But number 7, I think. I mean, it's hard to call. I think it's a bit too. It could be too high.
I am in that camp.
Okay.
That out of all of the albums of all time, yeah, I would say. Number 6, Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. I will definitely agree with this. That is chef's kiss.
Right.
No notes.
I can put that there. Stevie's put out a lot of great music, and I think Stevie Wonder's one of the a timeless artist.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, and he can see. I don't care, a lot of people say he can see. I'm kind of believing that to a certain extent he can see.
Yeah, he's just been lying for 60 years.
I mean, a lot of people lie for longer, so he could be on par. I mean, all jokes aside, though, as his music is just great overall. So, if you can't name like 3 Stevie Wonder songs, get the hell off. Get the hell out of here. So, I think it's fine at number 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's number 5?
Number 5, Blonde by Frank Ocean.
I'm not the biggest Frank Ocean fan.
I'm not even remotely close to a Frank Ocean
fan. Like, I listen to some songs off of Channel Orange.
Did the song Novocaine, or am I thinking of somebody else?
I think that's Novocaine.
Okay.
So, I mean, I kind of feel like, to a certain extent, Frank Ocean a little overrated.
Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't put his album higher than any Stevie Wonder project. It's just absolutely
now. Whoever made this list is blind a little bit. But I feel like he has, because I think he has Channel Orange. He has Blonde. I don't know if he has another album, but he hasn't put. He's in the same lane as somewhat similar to Lauryn Hill, where he's like put out like these a few projects, but he has such like. His overall being his character is more famous than anything.
Oh, okay.
So I get it. Some people put out a couple projects and they kind of fade away. They're not in the public eye no more. And not to say he can't make great music again, but I think his fans are looking for him to come out with something in the near future. But he just doesn't. But I can't say that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't agree with it.
Yeah. I don't agree with most of this list. Just preface it with that. I don't agree with most of this list.
So, but I think that's a bit high. But what's number 4?
Number 4, Purple Rain by Prince and the Revolution.
I'm okay with that being there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
because that album, that's a goddamn classic, and he did a goddamn movie with all of the songs from the album.
And also, too, Prince performed Purple Rain at the Super Bowl, and it rained. So you can't make that up.
You call him Storm? Is it fucking Weather Witch?
You got what you want. Prince is Prince. So I'm not mad at that being number.
Goddamn made the earth wet.
Let's hit the guitar. If anybody didn't know, but I'm not mad at that being number 4. What what you?
No, not at all.
What's number 3?
Number 3 is Abbey Road by the Beatles. Now I don't know, you might not be a big Beatles fan, but that is a super classic album.
Yeah, I've heard some Beatles songs. I'm not a big Beatle fan. I think the closest you will get to me ever listening to a Beatle album is the Grey album, which was a mashup of Beatles instrumentals with Jay-Z's, I think, The Blueprint. Was the
the Black album.
No, this is a Grey album.
I thought it was the mashup between Beatles and the Black album.
The Black, what was it? It might have been.
Yeah,
I say Blueprint.
Yeah, you said Blueprint.
I can't remember now.
But yeah, I think it was the Black album.
But that's it. And the reason why I had that even like because it was like a super underground mixtape. Only reason I haven't got that when I worked at Cozy, I gave a guy free coffee. It's like he worked at the record store next door from Cozy, and I was like, yo, you ain't gotta worry about it. And because every time I go in, he would help me like look for like different albums and stuff like that, and put me on just like some other artists that was like people I didn't know about at the time. So I was like, yo, you gotta worry about it. So when I came in there, it's like, oh, I got this copy here, and I listened to it. Like it didn't blow my mind, but it was like this was just dope to have in the sense of my collection of CDs and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's like I said that I. But other than that, I mean 3 is it? It's number 3.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean,
like I said, I mean they're a pretty huge band, and anytime Hey Jude comes on when I'm doing karaoke or in the club, everybody stops to sing. So I can understand it. Even though, granted, now I do like a bunch of Beatles songs, but that genre of rock music isn't the kind that I really gravitated towards.
And was that like soft rock? Would you consider that soft rock or alternative?
Yeah, I mean, it's more of that British pop rock.
Okay. So, I mean, it could be that number 3. I ain't going to argue that because, I mean, we'd be here all day arguing a top 10 list.
Oh, absolutely.
So, what's number 2?
Number 2, Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Let's get into it. What's number one?
Number one is Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Now, how you feel about that?
I am not okay with that. And I love The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but it is not better than Thriller. And it's not. it's just not.
If that wasn't yet, if this was my first time hearing that list, I'll throw your laptop across the wall.
It's just not. I'm sorry. I love The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, I like The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I really do. That came out with 99, was it 2099?
Yeah, 99.
Yeah, so that was like, what grade were you in?
I was in 10th grade.
I was in 8th grade. Yes, it was like 2 years between us. So I was in 8th grade, and like I didn't understand it was a good album, but like I think like that wasn't like my turning point album in my life.
Right? Yeah. You weren't there yet.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there yet. So I'm conflicted because I don't think she was number one. I honestly think if you put Thriller 1. And then y'all can argue with where you want to put Prince and Abbey Road at. But number one gotta be Thriller. I think Thriller should be number one. Lauryn could be that album. I don't know where that falls at. I think it's easy to say top 20.
Yeah, easily. But I don't know if I would put The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill above Purple Rain or even Abbey Road. And, even that I'm not even a huge Beatles fan, I know the impact that their music left on the music industry as opposed to The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
All right, so
I mean, there's probably a shit ton of bias with the people who made the list, obviously.
Yeah. And then one thing we don't know with these lists, a lot of times we don't know what the criteria is.
Oh, yeah. They never give a rubric of what they actually judging on.
So let's see. Scroll down. Let me see the list again. So we had 10 was Beyonce, Lemonade.
Number 9, Nirvana, Nevermind. Number 8, Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. Number 7, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Number 6, Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. Number 5, Frank Ocean, Blonde. Number 4, Prince and the Revolution, Purple Rain. Number 3, The Beatles, Abbey Road. Number 2, Michael Jackson, Thriller. Number 1, Lauryn Hill, Miseducation of Lauryn.
I would take off. I would take off that list of the 10. I would take off Kendrick. I would put a different Beyonce album in there. I don't know which one.
And I would definitely take off Amy Winehouse.
I would take her off as well. What's the number? Oh, 6. We at least do one to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, but again, I mean,
yeah,
we're not going to argue their list because they had whatever their criteria was.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's get into our. Do you have a top 10?
No, I got a top 5.
Why don't you got a top 10? I gave you the assignment,
and I already told you that 10 was a bit much. Do you got a top 10?
I got a solid 9.
Well, that ain't 10. We all know how to count. That ain't 10.
I can give you 10, but I feel like I need to incorporate something more diversity because a lot of my shit is rap.
Again, 10 was a bit much. So I got a top 5.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
Okay, so I would say that they got a couple of things right because for my number 5, I had Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder because I just fucking love that album. It's just every song absolutely wonderful. For my number 4, I got Into the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers. That's because that kind of defined rap for me during that time frame because I'm like, I want to be a rapper, and Into the 36 Chambers just defined that for me.
That's the first album, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Said number 3 for me is the Marshall Mathers LP.
Okay.
Because Eminem came on the scene and just this white boy was just hard as fuck. Number 2 is Disturbed, 10,000 Fist.
Oh, okay.
Heavy metal rock band. And the whole album was goddamn rebel music against the Bush administration. And every song is fucking, I want to fight somebody. Wow, destroy the man.
This is why you're so angry now. See how music influencing corrupts the youth?
He said, hey, we coming with 10,000 fists in the air to disrupt the power structure.
So was this the Bush administration from his daddy or his son?
No, Bush Jr.
Oh, okay. So this was early 2000s then.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bush Jr.
Because I remember this third. I remember, and they had some very like hardcore songs. So. Yeah.
Just hardcore heavy metal. And my number one, Michael Jackson, Bad. Because that just kind of just pretty much set the tone for my childhood. Beat it, beat it, beat it. It's fucking Dirty Diana, Liberian Girl. I fucking love. Man, those songs are just fucking awesome. So I know most people would pick Thriller over Bad, but Bad just kind of defined my childhood.
Okay. Oh man, you got a good list though. You always have good taste. You have good taste in music, and we have some similar tastes. And then my list is like is a little more rap heavy, and I had to throw in like some R&B in there. So I'll go with mine. There's no particular order, but I have Linkin Park, Reanimation, because he said the only rock album I have is going to be Linkin Park. He don't hit the nail on the head.
Was I wrong?
No, but don't try to type graph me, type read me.
Stereotype me?
Don't try to stereotype me.
You stereotyped yourself. I knew exactly what you had on there.
So, but Reanimation was a great album to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm a big Linkin Park fan. I wish I got to see them perform one time. But that's like just like out of the rock groups I like, that just stuck with me. Reanimation. And then I have the Eminem Show. I had the Marshall Mathers LP on there. But when I compared the two, was when I liked better. Mm-hmm. I just went with Eminem Show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That just because of 2000, I think like 2002, 2005 is when like I was just like listening to a lot of rap, and that's like one of those like the best albums around that time. So then I have Ready to Die by Biggie. I think hearing, and then I didn't get the album until maybe like 2000, 2003.
Oh, okay.
So, but I was always a Biggie fan. But then hearing him rap, like that whole body of work, I'm like, he the best. He's one of the best. And just a lot of the songs in there, like the what I can rap that. Me, you can rap that word for word right now. I wouldn't miss a beat. Everyday Struggle. No, it was Machine Gun Funk. Machine Gun Funk. Tough. Like them first three songs, just tough. So, but overall, it's a good body of work. I have Good Kid, Mad City as in one of my top 10 favorites. I already said that. I'm gonna repeat it again. And it's Talib Kweli and High Tech, Reflection Eternal.
Oh, okay.
That was my turning point album. Cause like a lot of stuff was going, like what was going on around that time was a lot of Hot Boys music, a lot of down south, like, and I wasn't, my ear was not hip to like Outkast at that point in time and the Hot Boys because of just the sound of it. So I didn't get onto them until like later on when I can understand. Because if you watch this long enough the podcast, I thought that when they were saying you a paper chaser, I thought they were saying you a baby Jesus. So I was wrong all along. I just was like I just wasn't hip to it. But Reflection Eternal, like I found I like Talib Kweli had I think it's a song from this album that I liked. And I got the album and I'm like, oh, I understand everything he's saying. And granted, he's from Brooklyn. But like it was just a great album overall, one of my favorite albums to this day. And then we had my other one is Keisha Cole, The Way I Am.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
So the reason why that's one of my favorite albums, I just got a relationship.
I knew it.
You was around this time. You was around. Yeah, I got a relationship. Was talking to this other girl. That shit didn't work out. And then like the song came out, she cheated. I sung that shit all in my heart.
That's kind of why I said, huh. Because I knew exactly what that's about.
Right. So, but the way I thought it was a really good, one of her best bodies of work and one of my favorite R&B albums of all time. Then I have Usher, Confessions. Yeah, I'm a big Usher fan. I went between 8701 and Confessions. So, but I pick Confessions just because I think overall it's just it's a lot of hits on that album. Mm-hmm. So I think 8701 had more like deep cuts, but like that's like just a lot of hits. Like you can play that and just like there's no skippables on that album. Then next I have Donnell Jones, Where I Want to Be. What?
I mean, as much as I love that album, I mean, granted, it's your list
right.
of all time.
But you know why? You know why? Because Where I Want to Be is the best I'm cheating on you, I don't want to cheat on you song.
Right, no, it's I'm breaking up with you.
I'm breaking up with you.
Cheat on you.
And then we also shared the moment with the song that would live in my heart forever. Where did you pick me up or I picked you up for somewhere? I think I picked you up for somewhere. It was like kind of late at night. We was at the stoplight. Where I Want to Be came on the radio, and that part D, and we both hit it at the same time. And it's this man walking down like, dang, y'all okay?
I picked you up.
Okay, you picked me up. And so we hit that, and it's just like, I think we both was going through something at the same time with women. And the man when the man's like, y'all going, and the street light was on top of us and everything. It's a perfect setting. And he's like, man, y'all all right? But like I listened to that album the other day, like in full. I'm like, this is I won't say the head of the time because like the predecessor to me to that album or that kind of R&B in a sense was Bobby Brown. Mm-hmm. Then you had Donell Jones, probably David Hollister. They kind of picked it back up, and then now you have I think that's like you have more so that style going on today with some R&B men that's out now. And then I have The Emancipation of Mimi by Mariah Carey.
Okay.
So, and the reason why that's on my list is I had a girlfriend at high school. She got me this album. It was Nas Street Dreams, and that was a double album. But her ass, for some reason, she got me the clean version. And I'm like, you didn't give me the clean version, right? She's like, yeah, I did it because I was mad at you. Oh, okay. So being the petty person I was back then, still a little petty, she wanted this album that came out. So I got it for about opening and I listened to it. And I'm like, this is a pretty good album. I liked it a lot. And I gave it to her. She's like, why is it open? Oh, so I listened to it. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Since you got me the clean version, I went and got what you wanted, but I just listened to it before you did. That's all. So I have my reasons. I know I'm wrong, but but that's like, I think, was that her comeback album? I think that was a comeback album, right? Yeah. So that was her comeback album. And then it kind of like, she was already a superstar before then. I don't know if she was having struggles with the album beforehand, or maybe she kind of died off in popularity or something like that. Maybe because Glitter was out. Was Glitter around that time? I
think it might have been.
And that tanked.
Yeah.
And then they were kind of like, how's she gonna come out of this funk that she's in? Jermaine Dupri said, I got it. And he couldn't fail around this time because like around that time, I think this came out in 2005. 2003 or 2004 was Usher's Confessions. So just coming off of that, went into this, Jermaine Dupri couldn't do no wrong.
Yeah, at one point in time, he was a real super producer.
Real super producer. So he couldn't do no wrong. So it just showed how strong his pen game was around them years right there. So, but yeah, Mariah Carey is one of my favorite singers. She, this was a great body of work to me. And then I'll have a 10 spot. It's hard to get the 9. So, I can throw in like a Jay-Z album in there, but I definitely don't want to.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. But yeah. I do have one more that I want to add to my list. Okay. I forgot. Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. Just beautiful album. The Chain is one of the best songs ever. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. And it was an album where pretty much everybody who was writing, all of the members of Fleetwood Mac were writing songs about how they hated the other members of Fleetwood Mac.
So this is a diss album, essentially.
Everybody was singing the diss songs. So it's an absolutely fantastic album.
That's a good friendship there.
I want to add to Fleetwood Mac Rumours on that.
It's called Rumours on what?
Just the name of the group is Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
And the song is called Rumours.
Oh, okay.
The album is called Rumours.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like 10. I can get that easily to like a Jay-Z album or Wu-Tang or something like that. But I was trying to think of another R&B album I wanted it to be, or another rock album that I really really enjoyed, but I couldn't think of. I thought of songs I liked, but I never really listened to like a whole body of work, like from like what I said, like Incubus, Oasis, Sublime. I wasn't a big Blink-182 fan. Like I like some of the songs in the videos, but Papa Roach, same thing. So
I mean, I love Incubus. Like Grenades is a great album, but I wouldn't put it as one of my greatest of all time now.
Yeah, because like they had some, that slow rock back then was like was unmatched, and then Sublime was definitely like I got pulled into them because I saw this documentary on MTV. I think the lead singer he like overdosed, But that's how I got into that music by just like from that documentary, listening to them and things like that. So, but yeah, so I'm good with leaving it just a 9.
Yeah, mine will be 6. And as always, I'll put our list on there. Y'all can rate our list and y'all can add your own list of what you think is the top 10 albums of all time. So, yeah. Apple, you did a thing.
Right, because I think Complex did a list, something similar, or they did like a top 50 group or something like that, and we didn't get into that. So it's just something to talk about, add to the episode count that we have going on. What episode what now?
This will be episode 83.
We coming for you, All Dressed Up Podcast. We coming for you. So no, we not. It's not competition. But shout out to them.
But it is.
Shout out to All Dressed Up Podcast. We did a collab episode with them, and now they're on episode 100. So just put it with an 88. You said or 81?
83.
83. So we doing other things. But mainly because Steph don't feel like doing as much as I do.
What? Do you realize every episode that we do, I gotta edit?
Yeah, that's your job. You say yourself you wear many hats.
I'm gonna drop kick you. I'm gonna drop kick the hat off your head.
Help me. He's so abusive. So, but give us in the comments. Let us know what you think about Apple's list. What you think about our list that we composed together. And just talk to us. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Said, all right, that's the show. And as always, you can check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
Peace out.
Peace.